Does no one else think this? Am I literally alone in this? I cannot find any other assenting opinions on this idea. But when I saw Rox, and in particular his flag, do you know what I'm seeing here? People say like, oh, okay, he's probably got like some kind of firepower. Look at his fiery whooshies and all that stuff. Does no one else see this part right here, this swirl? This thing just bugs me to no end because there's only one thing that I see when I look at that swirl. Does anyone see the connection that I'm trying to propose with this idea? Because if this skull has a flaming head with some swirls within the flames, that is so evocative to me of Luffy's Gear 5 form. And I just cannot get my head around the idea that this is just a coincidence of some sort. And we don't know who had this Gumu Gumu fruit before Luffy for a while, before we knew what the Gum Gum fruit was, and we knew that Roger didn't have a devil fruit. We thought, oh, maybe he had the Gum Gum fruit. That'd be kind of silly because, he was making the connection. But now I'm wondering, what if that's Rox? And Rox himself has kind of a weird hairstyle in the silhouette that we've been presented. Now, granted, some of them are just straight up spikes when the silhouette is drawn. It's like practically like that, but I don't know, that part's not fully part of the theory. Don't worry too much about that. But I don't know, I just started wondering because he's kind of got that kind of swirly hair going on. I've been wondering, when Rox is revealed, will Rox just kind of be going full on Gear 5 for the entirety of his existence and we get flashbacks or something about him? Something I've been wondering, because let's try drawing over this real quick. Who's to say, right? Who's to say that this Rox character could not simply be a Nika fruit wielding character? To me, it makes sense. Like, I really don't have too much else to go on aside from this visual idea. But now, spoilers. I'm gonna type manga spoilers. So don't listen to this next part because this is about Elbaf. We see that Loki is really wanting to be part of Rox's crew, and Loki calls himself the sun god. And I really don't have too much else to go on, but just the idea that this sun god type figure, who Luffy is already making huge splashes with, we know from the Bonnie story that Luffy just looking like this Nika figure is such a big moment for Bonnie in Egghead Island that I feel like it could be a very similar thing for Luffy to do that for Loki. Like, if Loki spent this whole time chasing the rocks and wanting to be part of his crew, and then suddenly Luffy is in the same Nika form, being like, I'm here now, I'm wanting to help you, then it feels like it could be a very similar connection to be made there. This kind of dark side of the fruit, of this freedom that Rox is drawn towards. And it's so hard to tell exactly what Rox is because he's had the best of pirates and the worst of pirates on his crew. So we don't exactly know what this Nika really means for us, especially because, again, manga spoilers for Elbaf, like we've seen, like Sun God could be a god of destruction. Sun God could be this kind of nasty figure throughout history causing destruction. Rox could definitely fit within that. It's much just like the D clan as a whole. There's a very positive and very negative side to it. So I think it's a definitely big possibility. And I think the skull is a dead giveaway that this is Nika hair fire. Like I cannot see it any other way. That's just me. I know there's talk about something about an eye patch because there's also like this distinct line in the skull. So I don't know exactly what that might be for. It feels like any important figure kind of has a marking of some sort on their left eye. So it doesn't feel specifically emblematic of anything to me yet, but that's kind of just what I've been going on for so long, and nobody believes me. I talked to all my friends about One Piece on this, and they're just like, I could kind of see that. I mean, I guess I understand where you're coming from. And to me, it's so obvious. So I'd love to hear what anyone's thoughts are about that, because I am dead certain that at this point, I'm putting my stake in the ground. I'm claiming it now. I think Rox has the Nika double fruit. So let me know what you think. And hey, for anyone who watched this, thank you. I really appreciate it. I am going to be streaming more, talking more about things I like Deltarune. If you want to be on the ground floor, be one of my first viewers, I'm going to be taking doodle requests. And so that would be fun to just get those for free if you feel like watching. So you can follow me on Twitch at 1000 Stupid Words or here on YouTube, 1000 Stupid Words. And thanks again for watching.